Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give our praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha, Wakar Kodash, and double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone, and to the bishops and elders in Connecticut, and to the high priest that taught our apostles, and to the brothers that's out there teaching this truth, putting their lives on the line, and to the brothers and sisters, the speckled bird might look like the heathens, but they line go back to Jacob. To Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The Israelites, even though they might look like the other heathens, right? And this is y'all the mouth from the Great Millstone, Houston. And I'm gonna play some videos, right, going into brothers seeing um, like signs in the heaven, right? And you look on the screen, they got the elder brother, Salaki, I don't know his name, out there in Dallas. He did a video like a week ago, seeing a lion in the heavens, and I got a video from the brother out there in St. Jersey with a so-called black man in the heavens too, with an afro and a beard. But let me go ahead and I'm gonna play it. Let's go to it. Let's get to it.
Now, going to the testimony. So last week this took place, and a couple of days before this, I was walking out my garage door and I was looking up at the sky and I was saying, Thawada Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Thawada Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Just being thankful. We can never go far enough with praising Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And then all of a sudden, an angel zipped by my face. It just zipped. Okay, in the sky, it just zipped quick. All right. And I kept praising him after that, through the spirit. And that happened a couple of days before this happened with the lion. Okay, so speeding forward a couple more days later, I went to go pray in my usual spot outside. And pretty much, I'm sure I prayed for strength, etc., etc. Okay, and being thankful, which is usually in my prayers, always, amongst other things. And I just looked up at the sky after my prayer. I just stood there. And as I'm looking and praising the Lord, I can tell he's forming something in the sky above me. And I'm looking, I'm like, don't tell me he's about to form a lion. And as I'm looking, more and more it just forms. It gets more detailed and more detailed and more detailed. All right. And once I locked into the spirit, seeing that he was doing that for me to see, immediately I started jumbling in my pockets. I started trying to get my phone so I can take a picture of it. So, like the movies, you get all a little nervous. You can't get the key in the hole. Like I was like that, because I had to get it. I'm like, man, this is an opportunity to get it, on camera, to get a picture. So that's what I did. I didn't want it to fade away. And so I finally got my phone in my pocket, put my passcode in, trying to hurry up. And I took the picture. And that's the picture you see there that I have on the screen. And that's the picture I took.
Yeah, so you see it. You can clearly see it's a lion, right? Let's go to the next one.
It's the Lord's movie. Sometimes, we'll get some information and some content to do Bible lessons through the Spirit, but we don't touch on them right away. That's just how the Lord has it. But the Lord wants me to share it through the Spirit, and I'm gonna share it. And I came across this image, and as you can see a man with an afro and a beard. You can see his eyes, you can see his nose. This is a so-called black man. You see his afro, you see his nose, round nose. He had a stern look of himself, if you can see. Now, this was caught early in the morning. Somebody took this image at Denver Airport. All right? And the Lord's been showing a lot of signs, because to us believers, the house of faith, the house of David, Abaratazah, I pray the Lord have mercy on me and I'm part of that number. This is a faith booster for us because it's a sign that our Lord is coming. And then we understand this with the ship, this image that was caught of a 3-1 Atlas, I think it was. This is a circular disc shape ship. And then you can see a man with an afro right there, man, in the clouds. So the Lord is showing us these things for a reason. That's him again. Now,
Yeah, see, you can't deny that, man. You see that, right?
I wanted to share this with y'all. You know, this is heavy. You know, you can see it clearly through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And then
And I wanted to share another one, right? From the I'm gonna get some scriptures. I'm just putting out these videos, right now, like how I normally do. But our beloved Elder Apostle Gabar, he went into an image, and throughout the Yahweh Shema Shai saved it. And I had paired it with a picture from the brother out there in GMS San Francisco. He always does the videos and the anime like type of figures, of our people, of Yahweh Shema Shai. And Apostle Gabar, because I remember I took the picture of it, I screenshot it, and hopefully maybe he can see this when he's seen this video. I might have it as a thumbnail. And matter of fact, let me just get it. See, and this would happen during 9/11 on the bottom. You see, right? Because he was saying that figure looked like Yahweh Shai sitting on the throne, and you could see right when the building was falling. You could see the man like with a beard, and he's like sitting. So I compared it with this video, with this picture. I mean, Salakia from the brother out there in GMS, San Francisco. I think his name is Natazak, Banyamyam, Banyan, Banyan, Banyanyam, Banyamyam. Salakia 144. He always does those videos, right? So yeah, you see the image. Um, yeah, this is the image that Apostle Gabar was talking about. When 9/11 had hit, and the so-called planes hit those buildings, right? Which we know, that was like an inside job. But this how it looked when they was falling down. The buildings were falling down, and he was saying you could see like a man figure, with a beard, you know, representing that could be Yahweh Shai sitting on that throne, right? So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get some scriptures now, right? Let's get Joel 2:30, and it reads, and I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smokes. Yeah, we seeing blood moons. Brothers they see like chariots and stuff in the sky. You know, verse 31, Joel 2:31. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood. Right, blood moons, like I was saying, before the great and the terrible day of Yahweh Shai come, you know. Yeah, so showing you like the end times, when you see these different signs, man, just know that we at the end, with these prophecies too. Let's get Jeremiah 10, and he started at 1, and it reads, Hear ye the word which Yahweh Shai speaketh unto you, O house of Israel, right? Verse 2. Thus said Yahweh Shai, learn not the way of the heathen, right? And a lot of our people, they learn the ways of these heathens out here, man. And they're going to get destroyed by doing that, right? And be not dismayed at the signs of heavens, right? We not, we not surprised. And we know what those signs in the heavens are. Mainly like with them chariots, we don't be dismayed at them. If anything, we be happy and, we know what time it is. For the heathen are dismayed at them, right? They don't know what's going on. They scared and, oh, what is that? And, but yeah, man, we know what time it is. So we shouldn't be dismayed and, shocked at it. And let's get Luke 21. Let me start at 25, right? And it reads, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth, distress of nations, right? Yeah, they gonna be, not knowing, scared, with perplexity, right? Yeah, they out of the through. You know what I'm saying? The sea and the waves warring. Let's go into that word perplexity right quick. Perplexity. 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 Salakia. I'll be trying some of these words be having me tongue twisted. Let's get it in the blue letter.
Strong's G 640. Aparia. Aparia.
Let's see what it says in the strong. In the outline of biblical usage, a state of one who is perplexedly. Let's see what the strong say. From the same as G639, a state of quandary. Let's see. Let's look it up. Quandary, a state of perplexity or uncertainty over what to do in a difficult situation. Yeah, so just not knowing what to do. Out of there scrambling. And let's get let's just get that in the perplexity. Perplexity. In the AI, let's see what it says. Perplexity is an American poverty hell software. Nah, I don't want that. But you get it. It's uncertainty, not knowing what's going on, trying to figure it out, just, all over the place, right? So yeah, let's get back to it. Luke 21 and 26, men's heart failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken, right? This destruction, the chariots and everything when they, when these missiles get shot off too. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the cloud, right? Who was that? That's Yahweh, that's Yahweh Shai, right? That's like you. I should have had it in the red, right? Because this is Yahweh Shai speaking. Okay. And let's read that again. Luke 21:26. Men's heart failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man. Who is that? Yahweh Shai, coming in a cloud. What's that? A UFO, so-called UFO, a chariot with power and great glory, right? Verse 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up, right? What? Look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draw nigh. Yo, we'll be up, it's almost time for us to be up out of here, man. Go home, okay? So, yeah, man, when you see those signs, man, hey, we are very close. Let's get Revelation, one of my favorites. Revelation 1:7, because, hey, a few more prophecies gotta play out, man, and this is gonna happen. Revelation 1:7, behold, the coming, Revelation 1:7, behold, he cometh with clouds. What's that? Chariots. And every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, right? The guys that pierced him on the cross, right? That's your reincarnation scripture right here. Because you ain't gonna have no man walking around here like 2,000 plus years old out here, right? Okay, you know that. And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. They're gonna be crying and wailing of fear. Even so, Amen, right? So yeah, man, Yahweh shall pierce them clouds and with them UFOs, man. These people gonna be through out here, you know. The ones that like you said, the ones that pierced them, and the ones that's out here doing iniquity and wickedness. They ain't gonna hearts gonna fail, like we read in Luke. They're gonna be out of there. They're gonna be through. But yeah, hey, hope this been edifying, man. To the point. We got these signs. Hey, we close. We almost up out of here. So hey, till next time, Shalom. And I want to give all praises due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahasham, Ruhawa Kakadash. Until next time, Shalom.